Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into the secret ingredient that powers pretty much everything around us, from our video games to our smart assistants. So, what is the secret sauce that makes artificial intelligence so smart? Let's find out. So let's start with a funny question, right? What does AI eat for breakfast? I mean, it doesn't have a mouth, so what's the deal? Have you ever actually stopped to wonder what it is that makes an AI so, well, smart? What is it consuming to learn all the incredible things it does? Well, the big secret, the fuel for the entire AI engine, is something called data. So for the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly what that is, where it all comes from, and maybe most importantly, why it matters so much. Okay, so what even is this stuff? Data can sound like a really complicated, techie word, but it's not. All it really is information. It's just a collection of facts about, well, pretty much anything and everything you can imagine. And you are absolutely surrounded by it every single day. Think about it. Your height, that's data. Your favorite color, also data. That awesome high score you just crushed in a video game, or even the number of steps your watch is tracking right now, all of that is data. And it's exactly the kind of stuff that AI loves to learn from. But here's the cool part. Data isn't just one thing. I want you to imagine it like a giant all-you-can-eat buffet with tons of different dishes. To really get a full picture of the world, AI needs to sample a little bit of everything on that buffet. And for today, we're going to focus on the 4 main food groups on that AI buffet. We've got words, pictures, sounds, and numbers. Let's take a quick look at each one. First up, we've got words, or what we sometimes call text data. This is pretty much any information made of letters and sentences. It could be all the words in a book, or it could be a super simple command you give your smart speaker, like, "Hey, what's the weather today?" Then, of course, you've got pictures. This type of data is, well, it's everywhere. Every single photo you snap on your phone, every meme you see online, all of that is visual information that an AI can learn to see and recognize. There is also sound data, your favorite song, the sound of your own voice when you're talking to a friend, or even just the birds chirping outside your window. AI systems process all of these sounds to do things like identify a song or understand what you're saying. And finally, we have numbers. This is one of the most common and powerful types of data. It can be something simple like your age or something fun like your high score in a game. And computers, as you can imagine, are absolutely amazing at finding patterns in numbers. Okay, so if this data is literally everywhere, how does an AI actually get its hands on it? Well, I think the best way to imagine it is to picture the AI as a super smart detective, and it's using all these special tools to gather clues about the world. And its detective kit? It's all around us. The cameras on our phones and laptops are constantly collecting pictures. Microphones are recording sounds and voices. Sensors in a smartwatch can measure your speed or your heart rate. And yup, every single time you type something or click on a screen, you're providing it with more clues. Now, this brings us to the really big question. Why does AI need so much data? Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine if you went through your entire life and you only ever saw one cat, and that cat was orange. You would probably think that all cats are orange, right? Well, AI is exactly the same way. It needs to see millions of pictures of all kinds of cats, black ones, white ones, fluffy ones, striped ones, to truly understand what a cat really is. Variety is absolutely everything. All right, theory is great, but let's see how this all comes together in the real world. We're going to look at how data makes an AI smart using a really simple example, a toy collector app. So this is Sarah. She absolutely loves toy cars, and her collection is just massive. It's getting a little out of control, honestly. So she decides she's going to use a new AI app to help her get everything organized. So how does it work? Well, first, Sarah goes through and takes a picture of every single one of her cars. That right there, that's our image data. Then, for each car, she types in the color and the brand, and that's our text data. The app takes all of this information and just starts learning everything it can about her collection. And just like that, here's the magic. After eating all that picture and text data, the app can instantly show Sarah a chart of exactly how many red, blue, and green cars she actually has. See? The app got smart about her toys because she fed it good, organized information to learn from. But this simple little app actually shows us something else, something really, really important. It shows us why the details in the data matter so much. And this is where we start talking about how to make AI not just smart, but also fair. Let's just stop and think about this for a second. What if Sarah got a little lazy? What if she only bothered to take pictures of her red cars? What would the AI learn then? Well, here's the problem. The app would learn the wrong lesson. It would look at the data it was given and conclude that the only color a toy car can be is red. Its entire understanding of toy cars would be completely wrong. And you know what? That's not accurate, and it's not very fair to all the awesome blue and green cars out there. This is exactly why the people who create AI, let's call them AI builders, have such a huge responsibility. Their job isn't just about making something smart. It's about being thoughtful, being responsible, and making sure the technology they build is actually helpful and fair. So what it all boils down to is this. The foundation of all good, responsible AI starts with the data. Feeding it a diverse and accurate and fair diet is the absolute most important first step if we want to create technology that actually works well for everyone. And you know what the most exciting part of all of this is? The people who are going to be creating the next generation of this incredible technology, well, that's you. You are the next wave of AI builders. So, knowing what you know now about how AI learns from the world and how incredibly important it is to be fair, I'm going to leave you with one final thought to chew on. What will you build?